This is the men's room.
Forget it, man, and get with the countdown. Shake this square world and blast off for Kicksville. The trippers, the grasshoppers, the hip ones, all gathered in secrecy and flying high as a country.
You're listening to the men's room with Miles and Thrill.
Oh, man, we're going to get busy. Coming up, Ted versus the FCC. Bad jokes coming, and yes, we will drink and toast with the shot of the day. Our questions today, whether from you or someone else. What is your epic fart story? 844-999-OLA. Why are you shaking your head?
Look, the comments have been rolling in strong all day because, again, everybody farts, and on average, you got 14 to choose from a day. But
you do.
Just some that came in. It says, I farted in the doctor's exam room while my wife was getting a pap smear. Another person, I trained in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu with a bunch of guys who weigh about 200 pounds, and I'm a 135-pound woman. Well, one of the guys dropped all of his weight in my abdomen, and I ripped one so bad that the guy gave up. So by fart...
He tapped him out.
You tapped him out because you farted. This one I enjoy. When me and my husband first started dating, it was right after the Seahawks won the Super Bowl. Well, he had a bad combo of food, and he farted so bad the cat ran out of the room.
Nice. Pissed off the cat.
Damn, man. That's getting it done. Hello, Bruce. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola!
Hola!
Happy Friday, gentlemen.
Yes.
Hey, this story is about 30 years old from when I went to U of M Dearborn.
All right.
And in high school, I absolutely loved this gal. This is the Gina story. And I caught up with her. She was a year ahead of me, and I caught up with her when we went to college. So she was a year ahead of me, and we were in a co-ed dorm together. And when we were in the game room, I finally got enough nerve to go over and talk to her, and I was trying to help her learn how to shoot pool, and she leaned over and kind of ripped one on my leg, and she was mortified. And we were the only two that knew it, and I said, oh, relax, don't worry about it, I'll pay you back sometime. Well, the evening went on great. We got a little drunk. We ended up in her dorm room. And after a good session, I was sitting across from her, kind of tickling her with her hair. And I was kind of straddling over, and I thought, oh, here's my opportunity to pay her back. I'm just going to give her kind of a raspberry on her belly. Well, when I let loose,
a chocolate raspberry.
Hot. It was hot and wet.
Oh, no way.
It went everywhere.
Oh.
It was all over her and her nether regions and on the bed. All over me.
Did you ever get another date with her?
Oh, God. No. Are you kidding? So, sorry. I'm telling her I'm sorry. I said, this... And right in the middle of the sentence, she hit me upside the head with a textbook so freaking hard that I fell over against the little bookcase there. She bailed out, ran in the bathroom, jumped in the shower, and I'm still seeing these little white lights floating around with my eyes open. And I'm pounding on the door, let me in, I want to get cleaned up too, I'm so sorry. And she's just screaming at me to get out and what a pig I was. And I turn around and I look at the bed and I'm just like, oh my God, it looked like a murder scene or something. So I got to leave, right? So I use her pillowcase and her sweater to kind of clean up a little bit. And, it was around school before the weekend was over that I had done this.
Yeah, you pooped on her.
Yeah,
oh, I didn't just poop on her. I exploded on her. But when you first start going to college, you don't eat so good. Everything's beer and pizza.
Sure. Yeah.
Oh, it was horrible. And you know what? Every now and then I'll be driving by myself and I'll just close my eyes for a second and think back, and I seem like I get a whiff just through memory of that episode.
Let me ask you a couple questions here that are very important. Number one, how often did you run into this girl after that happened?
Often enough to be very uncomfortable.
Did you try to approach her again and apologize?
Several times.
Okay, and what happened?
She just wouldn't. She'd put her hand up and just don't even.
All right.
Walk away.
Okay.
Her friends, I couldn't get a date for like a year there.
Oh, no
I had
kidding.
To go to No, I had to go to the Henry Ford Community College to get dates because I couldn't get a date out of my own school.
Did you have a nickname?
No, several.
Diarrhea King.
Can't say the words on here, though.
Yeah, I got you.
Now, okay, let's.
Yeah.
Now, what is she? I'm sure you know what she's up to now because you had a crush on her for all that time. So, is she happily married? Are you happily married? Where do you guys stand now in life?
She's very happily married. She still lives in Michigan. I mean, I adored this. I would have had her children.
If you did not do that, all right. Did that ruin your chance to maybe date her for a while?
Yes.
To marry her, the whole
Yeah.
9 yards? I mean, was it one
Yes.
slip of a fart that changed your life?
Yes, absolutely. Here's the funny part. I ran into her 4 years ago when I was back in Michigan for a funeral. I went back, and I ran into her at one of the local bars that was still there, that's still going on from 30 years ago, at an Arthur Penhallow sound-alike anniversary party. And you guys probably don't even know who that is.
No idea.
He was a DJ on WRAF in Detroit.
Art, what's his face? Yeah, he was legendary, wasn't he? He moved to Hawaii
Oh my God,
later on in his
Arthur
career.
Penhallow, yeah, he was on for years and years.
Yep, definitely have heard
I
the
ran
name.
into her, and I told her, and she saw me from across the room, and I started to walk over, and she did that little thing with her finger, the come here.
Oh, she
So
called
I
you
walked
over.
across the room, and she goes, "You know what? I think just in the last moment when I saw you, I have finally forgiven you."
All right.
I tell that
All
story,
right.
and it's actually funny.
26
Yeah.
years later, she's now come to
How
terms.
does she look now?
Oh my gosh, she's amazing. She does these triathlons. She's Italian. She's got this long, dark ringlet hair, and
You left some dark ringlets
just a
on her,
great
too.
Rack. Oh,
By the way,
barrier.
according to the comments, your nickname is now William Shatner.
It's worse
I
than
think.
that.
Look, okay, I really do. I think that if you hadn't slipped on this thing, I think it was one of the people don't know when life-changing moments happen to them. They don't understand at the time, but I truly believe, looking back, that one moment in time changed everything for you.
Oh, it did.
Well, you
I
pooped
thought
on
it was
someone.
Michigan.
Everyone in school knows you can't get a date.
Right.
You have to go to JUCO to get a date.
That's what he said. He had to leave the state.
You lose the love of your life. You know what I mean? Basically, and you know what I mean.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, think about how that impacted your life. Just
One fart.
That one fart.
One fart, and everything in your life changed.
Yeah, and I kind of blame it on her because if she didn't fart on me first, I would have never done that.
Hey, you're right. It's her fault.
Did you tell her that? Look, man, I was just trying to get you back. But you did explain to her, like, look, that's not what I was trying to do. I'm sorry. I was just trying to get you back.
Oh, exactly.
It falls on
and
deaf
20
ears.
later,
To hear
20
that.
Later, it was okay.
She probably
Yeah.
even believed that he was sorry, but it falls on deaf ears at that point,
Now,
man.
wait, but did you guys hook up that night? Hook up?
No. I was divorced, but I'm happily with somebody now.
No. I mean, way back in the
married.
day. You said when you guys got together and when this happened originally.
Yeah,
you
this
said
was post-coitus.
Yeah, you said you. Oh, so you. But
Oh,
you,
yeah.
you did
Oh.
have sex with her.
It was probably one of the best sexual experiences in my entire life.
Of course it was.
It was epic. It was so great. I'm finally hooking up with the Barbie Benton of everybody's dreams.
Barbie
And
Benton.
it's
Barbie
going
Benton.
That's some
forward.
current stuff.
We were talking about, what we're going to do that weekend, and it was just a great thing until that one moment that I thought it was going to be silly and funny, and didn't happen.
Now, when you go back home, like you said you did, for a funeral, does this still get brought up before she, gives you the come here for a minute emotion? Do your friends still joke about it like, oh, my God, you're not going to believe who's in here, the girl you crapped on?
Absolutely. Absolutely. My friends, they actually told me that she would probably be there. And I was just like, wow, you guys still keep in touch with her? It goes, well, through the class reunion thing, because a lot of my friends were a grade up and a grade down.
And she doesn't
Yeah.
hate them.
Oh,
Did you meet her husband?
I
Did you meet her husband?
no, he wasn't there.
Thank God he would have beat your ass.
No, he wouldn't. I would have been like, you're the guy that pooped on her.
Oh, my God.
I've heard that story.
Because of you, I got married.
Right.
Because if not, she said, you know what I mean? It would probably
Yeah,
been
that's a weird one, though. You meet, like, their exes, and you're like, all right, you guys had... I don't know. That'd be weird being like, you're the guy that pooped on her?
But also, and that's why I'm now the guy with her.
I also think, too, that maybe because he did crap on her and ruin it, that he's built it in to be the end-all, be-all.
It is. Oh, no, right. She doesn't have a story that tops that.
She's a triathlon runner. She's got beautiful black curly hair. You know what I mean? Beautiful body, the love of his life. He probably actually followed her in a way, going to the school.
Sure.
She's going to be there. Seal the deal. You think maybe you're going to get another chance, and then you crap all over this woman.
Yeah, then he unsealed the other deal.
Wow.
Yeah, I never pulled that move, man.
No, I never have either.
Never pooped on anyone.
That's a game changer right there.
I feel like that's the most of us, the bulk of us.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not bragging. I'm not humble bragging. Yeah, I never pooped on anybody.
He's the guy that goes, yeah, I pooped on another human.
It could be you on the phone talking to your mom. Mm-hmm. And if you're one of these people, your new girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, might hear this conversation going on and going like, there was one thing that was said in that conversation that was a deal breaker, and they don't know it.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Or just one little thing that you might say or do that just takes someone's opinion of you and completely changes it one way or the other. Whatever that is, this is a guarantee.
Guaranteed,
You know what this is. Like, I mean, it's like, there's been times where somebody's broken up with me, and I'm like, what is it? Like, what's the deal? Like, well, I don't.
This, that, the other.
They won't tell you. Pretty much, other than the fact they probably like somebody else. But this is definitive.
Well, this is the one where they say,
absolutely know
you
why.
know why. They say, why are you even asking? Do you think it's something other than this?
Man, I told you I farted on that girl on a date.
And you were crushing on her, right?
I was crushing on her, man, and it ruined the whole thing. I mean, it just stopped everything at once. Like, she's like, I'm going home now. And I was like, oh, no. And that was the end of it.
But it was an accident, right?
But we'd never gone out. We never.
You were going to.
Well,
you were going to.
We were going to do something.
You guys were headed in that direction.
Yeah,
Then you farted on
right. But this, man, oh man, this is epic. He made me feel better about that.
Oh, you should.
Yeah, I really
definitely feel better about your
nearly
mistake.
as bad about that than that. Whether from you or someone else, what is your epic fart story? We've got your emails coming up from the Men's Room at mensroomlive.com. You are listening to the Men's Room Radio Network.
Welcome back to the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill.
Our question, whether from you or someone else, what is your epic fart story? We got a bunch of emails here from the Men's Room at mensroomlive.com.
You've got mail. You've got mail.
When I say we have a bunch of emails, more emails than we probably got in the last year entirely.
Everybody farts!
Bitches, so this one night I'm playing beer pong at a friend's house. I have to go pee, so like any guy, I go outside, starting letting her flow, and thought I'd let a fart rip. Well, a little more than that came out. I didn't think anything of it. Went in, started playing, and everyone was wondering who stepped in dog crap. Long story short, snuck upstairs, took off my underwear, threw them away, just left, didn't even say goodbye. Guys, near the end of the year, we close down and do a physical inventory. All the guys play the FOD game. We eat foods that are a guarantee to give us gas. A few years ago, I grabbed a chimichanga off of a roach coach. Later that afternoon, I crop dusted the aisle in the pallet racking. I had strategically parked a forklift where there was no escape in the aisle. My boss, along with 5 others, were trapped in the cloud. It was bad. What a great time. LOL. That from Dave. Guys, freshmen in college, we are performing The King and I. So during the death scene, everyone in the musical is on stage. As you would imagine, this is a somber moment and a very quiet one. I was kneeling and was surrounded with small children. Yep, I let out this little yet audible toot. Stickers turned into giggles, which waved through the entire stage of people, including the actor playing the just deceased king. Guys, I was in the Navy on a submarine years ago. Bit of an explanation first. On subs, when the atmosphere is bad, like from a fire, you can't breathe it. To allow people to breathe, we use special face masks that plugged into fittings throughout the ship. There's a pressure regulator on your belt and a hose from that to the mask. It unscrews, and this is important. Running a fire drill, and everyone was wearing the masks when someone had the bright idea to unscrew the hose of the guy standing in front of him, hold it up to his butt, and let one rip. The guy he did that to had just enough time to turn his head toward me, and I saw the sad expression in his eyes as he threw up in the mask and filled it up. I watched those sad eyes disappear behind a wall of vomit. I laughed so hard I almost threw up myself.
Sad eyes, yeah.
Guys, in 2007, I was deployed in Iraq. I was a gunner on a 5-man-up armored Humvee, and we're in this village north of Baghdad that was known as the Venice of Iraq. That means every other block had a cesspool. So in the middle of the summer when it's 120 degrees, it's not exactly the greatest smelling. Well, we're doing patrol, and one day I had this huge gas bubble, and I farted so bad, the guy stopped the truck to get out to get air in the worst smelling place, in the worst place in Iraq. And the guys had to get out of the truck so that they could get fresh air. Last year, we were waiting for our new home to be finished. I shared a queen-size bed with my son Calvin, who was 6 at the time. One night, as I was reading him a bedtime story, I let out what could have been the loudest, longest fart ever. Must have rumbled out of my butt for a good 10 seconds. I swear I heard an echo. It was so loud. Calvin and I looked at each other and proceeded to laugh till we were crying. He asked me from time to time if I still remember that one time I farted real loud. I do. Rock on, bitches. That from Chris. It's a great parenting moment right there. Guys, while in the Navy, one of my subordinates had a fart problem. He didn't care, so I decided to get him back. For 3 straight days, I had milk and eggs per meal. I was at my desk during field day. My desk was under a stairwell where it went up 2 flights of stairs. I let it rip. It met my nose, and I started to gag and cry. As the smell went up the stairwell, and then I heard someone take a big sniff. Oh, dear God, what the F is that? Was said above me. All 5 subordinates ran down the staircase, holding their nose, breath, and one was in tears. All I could do was be a proud parent and laugh. Gentlemen, several years ago, my husband and I were laying in bed with a dog when all of a sudden the room smells like a dead skunk. The bedroom window was open, so the possibility of a skunk in the yard could have been probable. Hubby gets out of bed to go check the yard for said skunk. No skunk. He then proceeds to yell at the dog and kick him off the bed for laying down such an offensive fart. Next day, hubby starts talking about how terrible the dog's fart was the night before. I burst into laughter and tears and say, it was me. That, gentlemen, is the story of one pretty lady's nasty dog fart. That from Rose. Guys, while working as a patrol driver for a security company in California, I was doing my rounds one night and had stopped to lock up an apartment complex. While making a pit stop in the recreation room, I farted. It soon became apparent that my bowels sprang a leak, forcing me to cut off my boxers and continue patrolling commando. Moral of the story, don't eat at a gut truck on your lunch break. Stay safe, bitches.
Those things never have the correct names. What are they called? Gut truck, roach coach? Like, yeah, you're just rolling the dice.
Yep. Guys, let's see here. This occurs while I was in the Navy, underway on board a submarine. We're in the middle of an inspection, preparing to start a fire drill. Is this the same one? No, this is a different one. Geez, whiz, submarines. I happen to be a safety observer for the station next to a watertight door to prevent guys from doming themselves on the door in full fire gear. In fine Navy tradition of messing with the inspectors, my buddy had been eating nothing but onions, boiled eggs, and protein bars for the last 3 days. Upon the start of the drill, when everyone but the drill monitors put on breathing protection, he let one loose. This thing resonated off the hull like a semi-truck using a Jake brake and was loud enough to be picked up by sonar. And the smell, I do not exaggerate when I say, it still haunts my dreams. I have never smelled something so foul. It was so bad as the rest of the firefighting team was entering the space that our captain ordered the door sealed. Only problem is that the ventilation was not turned off fast enough, so some of it was sucked throughout the rest of the boat. And it lingered long enough and smelled bad enough that our CEO ordered the boat surfaced and ventilated.
Surfaced and ventilated.
Surfaced and ventilated.
I mean, that can't be easy or cheap.
Yeah.
Wow, man. Yeah.
Guys, we were in Vegas. My husband and I drank the water without being warned. Have you ever drank the water in Vegas? They warn you not to?
I've never thought about it. I've never heard not to.
I drank the water in Vegas at a gym one time, and I was like, God, this tastes like ass.
Oh, really?
Oh, it was awful. So I was wondering if that had anything to do with the story. It was the worst water I've ever tasted.
To be fair, man, in dead honesty, anytime I've been to Vegas,
you don't drink water.
The bottled water in the room, but everything else is alcohol, right?
No, that's what I'm saying.
I don't know. I don't know if I've ever...
I feel like I must have drank tap water, just got up in the middle of the night and drank some.
I'd say, stuffed your head under the sink, right? Turned it on.
It says we didn't have any other water as we were dehydrated from flying. He was ripping one after another all night. The smell was more rank than a rotten possum. You know how most people don't mind their own farts? Not this night. Even he acknowledged how terrible they were by uttering a small, oh, God, and needing to leave the room after a particularly heavy gaseous release. We haven't gone back to Vegas, but we know one thing for sure. Buy bottled water when you land. That from Nick.
I did not realize that.
All right, yes. Any comments?
There's a few. My wife and I are getting frisky in the shower, and I let one slip. It smelled so bad that we both gagged and had to get out of the shower. Once in 6th grade, I farted and cleared the classroom and made 3 girls puke. That's impressive. This one I enjoyed. It says, I farted in class, and they sent me to the principal's office. My mom showed up, and they thought I'd stepped in dog ass, and I got sent home. Damn, man. I've never farted so bad that I got disciplined for it. This person says, colostomy bag farts they're awful. And when you have to burp the bag, boy, do they stink. And once, my buddy farted so bad it made it through a chemical respirator.
Jeez, a whiz.
That is impressive.
Do we have time for a few extra emails here from the men's room at mensroomlive.com?
You've got mail. You've got mail.
Oh, quite a lot of these. Older bitches, I'd like to give a birthday shout out to my amazing girlfriend, Serena. She's 24 today. I'd like to get her a little kid fish sandwich and for her to meet the dirty Germans. Rock on, guys. That from Bruck. Pronounced like truck, but with a B.
Fish sandwich!
Yeah, I do not know if you're a lumberjack, but I must say you have quite a sweet log chopper.
Yeah, I like that log chopper. You can bring that log over here and I'll help you skin it. I'll use my bare hands.
Gentlemen, today is my drunken raid tank's dirty 30. His name is Nucka, pronounced stupid Nucka. Gonna get a Leroy Jenkins and a Your Penis is Too Small. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Let's do this. Leroy
All the Bicholas, it's my beautiful wife Abby's birthday today. It would mean the world to her to get a shout out from her favorite radio show. Would you please give her an owl hitting the window and some dirty Germans, maybe an Aussie Ted as well. Thanks so much, guys. That from Logan.
Yeah, I'm not saying that you should be a rap star, but I've heard you have a very big posse.
Ted here from Melbourne. Heard it's your birthday. Good news. I'm going to smear a little mayo on top of your emu.
Guys, my buddy Aaron celebrating his birthday today. He's a mechanic in Burlington. Would love to hear some dirty Germans talking about his love of the Pontiac Bonneville. Celebrating with some men's room black that I finally found. Thanks, guys. That from Cedar Willie.
Yeah, all I know about your Pontiac is that we'll be spending a lot of time at the hood.
Yeah.
But not the car.
Your Bonneville, yeah. It's much like the women you enjoy. It's got a big caboose. Actually, my brother had a Bonneville, man.
They're nice.
That was a pretty sweet car, dude. They're really
buddy,
nice.
we've had one. We call it the boat.
Leather seats. Can I get a birthday shout out to my sister Emily? I want a fish sandwich and maybe a little turtle sex. That from James.
Fish sandwich?
Hello. I'd like to wish my husband Todd a happy birthday from Kerry. He calls me Booty Slap. Could Todd get some dirty German? Thanks, guys. That from Kerry.
Yeah, for your birthday, I introduce you to the German skinless possum.
Yeah, but unlike most possums, I will not play dead. I'll be very alive and humping you.
Guys, what a birthday song. Since my wife and friends won't ask you, I will. Can I hear Turtle Wax with a Your Penis is Too Small? Thanks, guys. That from Swift. Bitches, today's my squirty 30. I would love it if I could get an Obama drop the beat and some dirty Germans, please. I listen to you guys on my way home from work every day, and you make the commute a lot more entertaining. Thanks, guys. That from Swamp Stompin' Stephanie.
Drop the beat.
Yeah, Stephanie, I'd like to stomp on your swamp, but in the meantime, we will play Dukes of Hazzard. You will play Crazy Cooter.
Yeah, swamp stomping Stephanie. You sound musky and humid and warm. Count me in.
Guys, today's my 32nd trip around the sun. What better way to celebrate with a men's room? Can I get a what the F is that, bro? And a little dirty German. Thanks for all the laughs. Sincerely, from Ty.
Oh my God, what the is that, bro?
Yeah, for your birthday, we will cook together. We will make German stew. I will add the skin eggs and the meatballs.
Yeah, and I'll be happy as a child, frolicking in your sour patch.
Bitches, I'd like to wish my friend Danny happy birthday. She's one of the most intelligent and attractive teachers I've ever met. Can you give her a ladies' man fish sandwich, an andro penis, and some extremely dirty Germans explaining what they'd like to teach her? Thanks, guys, from her friend, the Franklin Falls tour guide.
Can I buy you a fish sandwich?
Andro penis.
Yeah, we'll be teaching you geometry. Because we'll be spending a lot of time at different angles and different shapes.
Yeah, and I will teach you what it's like to make love German style. Newsflash involves whips and many men.
Guys, please wish my beautiful fiance Amy a happy birthday for her 47th trip around the sun. Can I get her a big old bong rip and a Geez Louise? Thanks, guys. Love the show. That from Axel, the Uranus Fudge Factory guy.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Man. Thank you for
very good.
in.
Happy birthday, the old fiance.
Jeez Louise.
Guys, I'd like to wish a birthday to my best bud, Chris, who is 48. He would like a Leroy Jenkins. P.S. You guys are hilarious. That from Kevin.
Let's do this. Leroy Jenkins.
Guys, today's my husband Doug's 53rd. We've had a rough year, and he's a big fan of the show. I was hoping that you guys could give him a fish sandwich and some dirty German talk. Thanks, guys. Rock on from Heather.
Fish sandwich?
Yeah, much like Willy Wonka, I will give you the golden ticket to my chocolate factory.
Yeah, and you could play with my magic gummy worm.
Good day, Bacholas. Today's my 55th birthday, the double nickel. You guys are awesome. Can I get a cut that bitch off next caller and some dirty German? That from Jim.
Cut that bitch off. Next caller.
Yeah, when we in the bedroom and I say cut that bitch off, more than likely it is the cold sore I will leave on you.
Yeah, and everybody knows, choosy Germans choose Jim.
All right, guys, here we go. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday to you, bitches.
The Dirty Germans brought to you by Men's Room Original Sausage. Available through Uli's World Famous Sausage, mensroomlive.com, and other fine retailers. Schweinefleisch.
Let's see what this one says here. Hola, fellas. I'm not narcissistic, but in regards to your question of the day, yesterday, I have been really good looking and really poor. I had a great time as a teenager. I did not have a car or money to go on dates, but I got laid a lot at parties. Now I'm 47, making good money, and I have a really good-looking wife. Being good-looking has gotten me easy promotions, better grades in college from female teachers, and better service at bars and restaurants. Being good-looking and 47, I still get hit on from 20-something attractive waitresses here at work. Being smart and well-hung helps, too. Life is good. That from Eric, the very good-looking, well-hung man.
You know what? I emailed him back. Good for him.
Yeah, hell, I mean, take advantage of it.
I mean, it's hard not to sound arrogant, but maybe he's just telling the truth. Like, look, you're right. I was poor as hell. People gave me passes because I was hot.
Okay. Old Men's Room, I don't know who the hell told you it was 117 in Melbourne. It was only 105.
Oh, our bad.
I did drink the last Men's Room Red that I brought back to Melbourne, so I could send some more. The natives would be most appreciative. The office still does not understand why every Friday I wear a T-shirt with two turtles having sex on it. They understand even less the sound that invariably gets played afterwards. Rock on, bitches, and I think the next live day should be from a Melbourne beach where you can get stung by a jellyfish, have your skin eaten off by carnivorous sea bacteria, and eaten by a shark all in the same day. So many different ways to die here. Cheers. That from Aaron in Melbourne.
Gladly.
Yeah, that's my fault, mate. I said it was... now I sound Texan. I said it was 42. I think it was only 40.
Yes. Oh, and what else? Crazy thing that happened to someone. Guys, my friend and one of her friends went to the airport to pick up a guy that she was talking to online. They waited for his, quote, plane to come in. His plane came in, and the guy that she was talking to online, not on the flight. My friend called the airline to see if the guy was on the flight. Airline told my friend that we can't give out that information because of security issues. My friend then waited at the airport to the last flight that flew in for the day. My friend was in denial that the guy that she was talking to online did not exist. To this day, my friend said that the guy is real and he is not fake. That from Tanya.
That's a little weird, man.
That is a big red flag right there. Yeah. Okay. All right, let's see here. Coming up, we got the bad jokes on the way. Ryan Castle, the drunken charge, will come in to kick those off. But first, I think we need to go back in time to the last time that we played Ted versus the FCC. So if we could, let's go back in time.
Cool. Richard goes by Dick. Dick has lofty luck. Dick's luck lacks flair. Flairless luck for Dick. No fun leaves Dick split and funky, but no one buys Dick's funky front ambulance.
3 times fast.
Richard goes by Dick. Dick has lofty luck. Dick's luck lacks flair. Flairless luck for Dick. No one leaves Dick split and funky, but no one buys Dick's funky front ambulance.
1.
Richard goes by Dick. Dick has lofty luck. Dick's luck lacks flair. Flairless luck for Dick. No one leaves Dick split funky, but no one buys Dick's funky front. Ambulance.
2.
Richard goes by Dick. Dick has lofty luck. Dick's luck lacks flair. Flairless luck for Dick. No fun leaves Dick split and funky, but no one buys Dick's funky front. Ambulance.
First one of the year, we get a win in Ted versus the FCC. Let's do it again.
And now, everyone's favorite daytime game show, where one person could lose $325,000 and their job, or win, and walk away with nothing. It's time for Ted versus the FCC.
Oh, yeah. Oh, what a late night. Oh, boy, we were working last night, coming up with different rhymes and riddles for Ted versus the FCC. Very productive, I might add.
Oh, dude, it was one of our best nights ever, but I'm pretty sure it's that new brand of Trucker Speed. And
it was just clean.
Well, it was clean, but they added a little bit of the flu shot.
Yep, that's fact.
And when you snort that directly through your nose, it opens a whole new world to you, man.
Oh, boy, do we need that. Okay, but lo and behold.
The H1 truck one?
H1 truck. Oh, you've had it before, yeah.
Yeah.
You told us about it. That's right.
Yeah. That's why I haven't had the flu this year.
But believe it or not, our head writer, Sir Jolly Joe, wrote a bunch himself last night.
I wish he'd let us know. We wouldn't have stayed up so late.
No, it's unbelievable.
He messed up. He had H1 truck 2.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
I see. Mm-hmm. He sends us this week's Ted versus the FCC, and it's about Slither Ted, and it's about the head chef, and it goes something like this. At Slither, short city Shelley sits and shy city Shirley sits while sipping city Schlitz. The way we play the game is you need to read that one time through
easy.
and then 3 times fast.
You look nervous, Robin. Weird. Get used to that sound. At Slither, short city Shelley sits and shy city Shelley sits while sipping city Schlitz.
3 times fast.
At Slither, short city Shelley sits and shy city Shirley sits.
So close.
That didn't take long.
No, there we go.
That's a lie. That's
We're 1-1 on Ted versus the FCC. There you go. All right, bitches, get those bad jokes ready to go. 844-999-OLA. You can email the bad jokes to the men's room at mensroomlive.com. Coming up, bad jokes are next. You are listening to the Men's Room Radio Network.
This is the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill.
We will drink and toast coming up. The shot of the day is minutes away, but first time for some bad jokes. 844-999-OLA. But first to ensure the best jokes last for generations to come, we first must bring you these rules.
This is the official Men's Room Bad Jokes rules. A bad joke is a bad joke, not necessarily a dirty joke. For instance, a guy walked into a bar. I think we know how that one ends. And yes, we all know about the man from Nantucket and what he can do. So a bad joke is a bad joke, not necessarily an offensive one. I mean, we all know that Jews own Hollywood, and what's better than winning a gold medal at the Special Olympics? Just keep these simple rules in mind before you call.
And now, the Men's Room proudly brings you Bad Jokes.
Right, Castle, drug and charge here to kick off the bad jokes.
Was in your wheelhouse tonight, Ted.
All right.
What do you call a lion with dandruff?
What?
A dandelion.
That's pretty good. I like it.
What did one snowman say to the other snowman?
What did one snowman say to the other snowman?
I smell carrots. No, don't even. It's not funny.
Why? They both have carrot noses.
Yeah. Police called to tell me that my wife was in the hospital. How is she, I asked. Very critical, replied the officer. Good God, what the hell is she complaining about now?
What do you call a boomerang that doesn't come back?
Frisbee?
A stick.
What kind of wood doesn't float?
Natalie Wood. Oh, come on.
You crossed the line. I did not expect that one coming.
That joke's been around for like 30 years. It's still funny.
How do you organize a space party?
How?
You plan it.
Why doesn't anyone play with Tigger?
Why doesn't anyone play with Tigger?
Because Tigger plays with poo.
I thought it was always why his toilet or Tigger's head in the toilet.
Because he's always looking for poo.
He's looking for poo.
What do you call Batman when he skips church?
What do you call Batman when he skips shirts?
Christian Bale.
Hello, Dan. Hit us with a bad joke.
Dan.
Hey.
Dan.
Hola.
What did Jay-Z call his girlfriend before they were married?
What did Jay-Z call his girlfriend before they got married?
Beyonce.
Fiance.
Oh.
See, not Beyonce,
Very
but
good.
Fiance.
There you go on Bad Jokes. Every minute to drinking time.
Somebody out there deserves to be recognized. And the men's room knows just who it is. So to you, we say, bottoms up, sailor. You're the toast of our shot of the day.
Drink time it is, and as usual, we head to the drink desk and Steve at Thrill Hill to find out who we're toasting.
Yes, indeed. Today we toast an unidentified 73-year-old man from Brittany, France. Now, as he's done multiple times before, at least according to police records, today's honoree, he decided to drive drunk. Unlike the other times that he's driven drunk, this time he led police on a high-speed chase. Now, to be fair, he swears that he neither saw nor heard the police sirens, but the cops are having a hard time believing him, mostly because the entire chase consisted of him driving around a traffic circle 17 times. He's in a traffic circle. He drove around it 17 times with a parade of cop cars chasing him. When they finally pulled him over, they confiscated his driver's license, and they took him to jail.
That's impressive. I'd love to see that.
I think he ended up stopping because as more cop cars joined the chase, like they were in front of him. They had like a cop car behind you, but there were enough that now they're in front of it. Yeah. He drove around it 17 times before he finally came to a stop.
Yeah,
And they keep calling more cop cars. So
this is like Keystone Cops type thing, though, man.
But I mean, if you're a cop, why wouldn't you just stop your car and block traffic? Instead of driving around in circles chasing this guy.
In theory, couldn't they have just blocked like the 4 exit lane exits?
That's what I mean.
Like they could, right? He could have just been driving in circle for an hour.
They could have stopped him anywhere, but so many cops ended up joining the chase that in spite of the fact they were behind him, eventually they were in front of him, and the guy in front of him finally just put on his brakes like, here's our solution. Well, we pour this booze and we drink this booze because we think it's yummy.
Yummy!
So over the tongue and down the throat to party in our tummies. Down the hola, bichola!
Let's get a caller online right now. Caller 9844999-OLA. We got Profile This coming up.
Hola! The shenanigans continue on the Men's Room Radio Network.